Hello, this is a long instructional video for the song You Will Be Our God. I can't remember who it's by. It's in the key of D. It's programmed in the key of D. There's a lot of stuff in this. So I'm just going to break out some sections in the beginning here. This D flat. Guitar part, if you don't have an electric guitar, this E flat is the leading into the verses. In the intro, you'll do an organ part that just hits the D flat and the D, C sharp and a D. Since we're in the key of D, I'll call it a C sharp. They call it D flat in here. That's why I'm saying that. Then on top, while you're holding this C sharp, you'll do E minor, A, D, B minor in that order. Then G, G to D. So it'll sound like this. So that's the little guitar, that's the chorus going into a verse. The intro is a little bit different than that, but I'll show that on the run through. The verse is then the same snapshot. Does that twice. You'll start out the verse, you'll hit this D at the same time. So it'll sound, here's a verse, 2, 3. Then again. Pre-chorus is B minor, A over C sharp, D. But played correctly. Then you come back down to the chorus. Verse 2, same thing for verse 2. Going back into the chorus, you'll do that same. While you're doing that chorus, you can hit snapshot 2. Snapshot 2 is the beginning of the bridge, which is these notes down here. I didn't follow the exact key placement on the chords just to keep it kind of centralized. Those four, D, B minor, C, and then this is the G chord. But it's all right here. This note, you can hear at the end of on the G chord that I hit the C sharp. So you'll hold this down while you do the second progression through. So it'll sound like this, first one. So when you're switching from the G chord, you want to keep holding this down. Then you can let go of it while you're holding this G chord down. So it's kind of a dancing act, because this is a mono synth. So if you don't hit this, so I'll do the same, the progression again. Did it that way so the last bomb note wouldn't trigger the first time you hit this chord. So there's the first bridge section into the first vocal line of the bridge. The second vocal line of the bridge, you'll switch to snapshot 3 kind of midway through. So coming out of the first vocal line of the bridge, switch. Chord, fade some other stuff in, and you'll count to 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. So on the 8 and, you'll hit the low A. What happens here is when you hit this note, you start counting to 8. On 6, hit snapshot 4. This gets easier, trust me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Then you add the mod wheel to turn the Leslie on. While that's going on, you're going to be playing single chord notes up here. And that's the whole progression. E minor 7, A with a G bass, F sharp minor, F sharp major, B minor, B major, E minor to the A, G bass, and then it goes back into the chorus. So I'll do the whole bridge all the way through. So we're coming out of it. So once you get the hang of it, obviously you can get it. If I can play it, you can play it. So we've done that little coming out of the to a G, B minor, and then like the second half of the chorus. Do the chorus again. The end of the song is a B minor, G, D, A. There's also an electric guitar part that is so that loops. Last time you'll do B minor, A, D. So here's the total ending. Snapshot 5 is just a fade out on that, so you can, if the drummer's ringing it out, you can let it ring and then let it fade out to get ready for the next song. So there's a quick overview of how I'm doing everything in the song. The bridge is the trickiest part, getting all this stuff. All that fun stuff in there like that. While you're doing this. So what I did on that bridge is I hold it down, I just slide my finger up to rock the mod wheel up to add the Leslie effect on there. If you don't do that, it'll sound okay. So if you're like 5, 6, 7, 8, and. It's okay. I happen to like 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Oh, sorry, 8 and. Well, I messed going into the chorus, but you see, the Leslie just adds kind of a cool effect to it. So good luck. Text me or call me with any questions on stuff I can help walk through on this. I'm gonna do a whole run through of the whole song and try to play it correctly, doing the whole song on a separate video.